There are three types of industries: primary, secondary, and tertiary are the industries.
Primary industry is the extraction of raw materials. Examples are farming, fishing, mining, and forestry.
In Canada, primary industries plays an important role when it comes to trading raw materials with other countries. Examples in Canada are coal in British Columbia, farming apples in Ontario, potatoes from PEI.
Secondary industry is the conversion of raw materials into products for consumers. Basically, a manufacturing industry. Canada has one of the biggest manufacturing industry in the world. Examples are manufacturing auto parts in Ontario for Ford, producing maple syrup in many provinces, and production of aircraft.
So now, instead of displaying words on the screen, I'll be explaining what tertiary industry is, and I'll be like reviewing what I said when I was displaying words of secondary and primary industry, because I'm ran out of ideas how to display words on the screen. So let's get started. So basically, tertiary industry is providing services such as customer support, distribution, or anything relating to these topics for consumers and people who want these services. So like examples in general are like transportation, because of transportation is a service that people use to get to places because if they don't have a car. Healthcare, because if you're sick you use that to get, that's technically a service. And education, because education is something that is given to you so you can proceed better in life. So now in Canada, the tertiary industry takes up 73% of industries in Canada, and it provides a service needed for primary and secondary industries to help to work in the country, because if you didn't have tertiary industry, then in your secondary industry you wouldn't know about all the things being produced in secondary industry, because the tertiary industry advertises all these things which are services, and because it's distribution in tertiary industry which makes you know what's being manufactured in secondary industry, and then that's when you buy the stuff. So basically in Canada, the three examples are healthcare, free healthcare, because we have free healthcare that's providing a service, education, and transportation. All the three examples I said earlier, but this is in Canada, and this is all around Canada, not just in a certain province. We have healthcare, transportation, and education all around Canada, so this is not just in one place. So that's the explanation of tertiary industry. In the end, all these three industries play an important role in my life. So first of all, the primary industries. Without the primary industries, I would have no clothes to wear, because primary industry is the extraction of raw materials, and cotton is a raw material. So without that, I have no clothes, no food, and not a lot of things would be able to manufacture without the primary industry giving raw materials to the secondary industry to be manufactured. So now moving on to secondary industry. So basically this is like a chain. So if one thing breaks up, basically the whole chain breaks up. So if there's no secondary industry, the primary industry, even if we have primary industry, there would be no use, because the raw materials will be going nowhere to getting manufactured into products for consumers, and that impacts me, because if you don't have products from the secondary industry, then I would not be getting fulfilling the needs for me to live a good life. And so tertiary industry is the last industry, and I think this is a really important industry that plays an important role in my life, because this is where it provides all the services and tells us all about all the things being manufactured and things that are going to come out of the industry, or what's being produced in the industry. So that's, in my opinion, tertiary industry is most important, because without that I would have no healthcare, no transportation, no education, because these are all services that I need. So this is it for my presentation. Hope you liked it, and see you next time.